Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and welcome back to Transport Fever. In the last episode, we completed the passenger lines along the northern edge of the map, or at least in the area that we've been working on for a little while yet. So that's all set up and ready to go, which means that all of the cities in this particular area, all the way out to here, are now all connected to the passenger network. And so, that's good. Now we still have a lot of work to do to connect cities to the passenger network. We have all of these guys over here that need to be on the passenger network. We have all of these guys. We have this set of cities over here as well. And then we have this whole side of the map to put in. Eventually, we'll get around to it. But what I think we're going to do today is that a couple episodes back, we finally got our first passenger aircraft, which means that we can start setting up a airline. So we'll probably want to pick somewhere where we want to put a airport or a couple of airports, and then start setting up some passenger plane lines. All right. The question then becomes, where do we want to put the first airport? Several options here. I kind of want to have one that'll service this whole area of the map. So either we'll probably want to put it over in this area or perhaps in this area here. I think this might be the better option. We're going to need to make sure that we keep a lot of space around it to expand it, especially as we get access to new planes that the airport will have to grow. But it'll get us Randgries, which is a fairly decently sized city, and Lumois City, which, still has some growing to do, but should eventually become one of the larger cities on the map once we start feeding it some actual freight. But we'll get to that point. So yeah, let's do it over here somewhere. I'm going to keep it kind of centralized so that we can bring in passengers from multiple cities. Then what we'll need to do is we'll need to find some kind of transport lines that will then hook the airports up to the cities. So, first and foremost, let's figure out where this airport is going to go. I think we will flip it around here and we'll put it in the forest around here. Yep. Right around here should be good. Drop you in. It comes with its own built-in depot. Okay. Good. Alright, it's connected to the road network. Now, how do we want to feed passengers to this airport? That is going to be an interesting question. Do I want to set up a train station and then run a passenger train? Or a set of passenger trains? That might be an interesting option. And I kinda like it. Alright. Now the problem is, if we expand this... Do we only want to have one terminal? I think right now one terminal should be sufficient. Where do we want to put the train depot? So I don't want to interfere. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're gonna slip the train depot, I think, underneath of a bridge. And I'm thinking that 2 terminals should be enough. 2 terminals, 200 meters long. And we can tuck it. We can tuck it under here. Oh, I forgot to change that again. Sometimes my brain drives me crazy. Yeah, let's tuck it as close to this pillar as I can get, which will give me room to expand it if I want to. Alright, drop you in. Alright, then we create a path. Too much slope. That'll work. I was suddenly thinking, do I want this to be electrified? I don't think we have any electric locomotives that would be appropriate. For passengers as of yet. Because these are both kind of more freight locomotives. We have this MP-54 power car which carries 18 passengers. Does 105 kph. GNR A1462. Daimler top-seater. That looks like a bus. Couple of new passenger wagons and a superheated consolidation. Okay. That does 160. Still be limited by the 120 capacity of our rails. I'm thinking we might go for our first electric service. Which means we're going to need to electrify things. Alright, and I'll need to... Would I need to? Add terminals? Or would I just share the existing ones? You know what, let's try sharing the existing ones. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to electrify some track for the first time. Alright, and then we're going to want to electrify the station. Put some catenaries up. Apply. And we're going to want to electrify this station. Now here it wouldn't be too hard to add a terminal, but I would probably have to reorganize the terminals here if I were to add one. It may be something I do, but for now, we're not. We should have enough open space on that track and available time in station that we don't need the additional terminal. Alright, so... First things first, I am going to diamond this one. They're pretty much just going to run the track straight. And the level crossing should be fine. Yep, does not look lumpy. Alright, so now we're gonna need a Y junction. Which should be fairly straightforward enough. Just gonna need a Y in here. No, no. Just kind of merge in, please. Merge in. That's interesting, that's making that slower. There we go. We still don't have the higher speed rails yet. Alright, so for signaling, we're definitely going to need a signal here as we approach. And we're going to need a signal here as this approaches here. Let's see, this will be coming down. Do I want to block that off? No, that signal there should be sufficient. And then once it's on there... Let's see. I don't want a signal that will cause it to block the junction. So we'll go ahead, we'll put another signal out there to let them know that the whole junction's clear. So you wait there, so they'll trail back there. There should be enough space here that if a train does stop here, it won't overlap. And then the train coming here gets on here, clears that, and then that'll release the train if one's backed up there. Alright, I think I might use the signal here for this. Track modification tool. That's odd. Okay. Let's actually give it a little bit more space. Alright, let's come out of here at 120. Let's make it a fairly tight curve. Where's the switch? Oh, well, let's do it this way. There's the switch. Okay. Okay, as far as signaling is going to go here. Obviously going to signal on approach. You're going to wait. Now, we're all signaled over here. Now, this guy might block it, but it should be okay. Now, you're obviously going to want to wait there, and then we will create a signal a little bit further up the line here to release from the junction. There we go. That ought to work. Right, this is the inside. Come on. Come on, merge. Merge, please. It's going to lose a little bit of speed, but that should be okay. I wanted it to happen before the the road crossing. Alright, so for signals here, let's just create a couple of... Oh, those are the wrong type of signals. Get rid of that. I think I'm just going to block off the whole junction. That should be fine. All right, so routes. I could do this as a single... I think I'm going to do this as two separate lines. Starting there. And then going there. And this is going to be train passenger... airport to... Wait, what? Right. Is that right? And then we'll do another one. It's going to be from there to there. This is going to be train passenger, airport to Lumois. And I think that, you know what? It doesn't really matter which terminal they're on. Okay, so we're going to need a depot that can reach them. I don't think we have. I mean, there's a depot here that could potentially get through, but I would have to electrify all of the track and that station. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. We're gonna have to do it eventually anyway. All right. Oh, there's a depot right there. Ah, very good. That is actually perfect. And for now, I'm just going to put a single unit. I'm going to buy two of them, obviously. 18 passengers apiece. Unable to find... Because I think that this guy doesn't have electric. Yeah, there we go. You go there. And you go there. Got one coming out there. Until we start seeing good demand on those passenger lines, we're just going to use one. Okay, so the first airport is built and connected to the passenger network. What I may eventually do is extend out more lines to connect to here to get Pallet Town and Randgrees connected, but this should be sufficient for the moment. I mean, and people, if they want to get to the airport, they can hop on the train from Randgrees to Lumoise, and then hop on the little trolley that is going to run from Lumoise to the airport. Or they can get on the bus, or whatever. Alright, so we need a second airport for this airport to actually connect to. I'm thinking we bring that over here somewhere. Trying to get connected to Midgar is going to be the obvious choice, because if we look at our city sizes, Midgar is our current largest city, and so is Dol Guldur. So, connecting the airport somewhere in between those two cities would probably be the most obvious and best option at the moment. I would need a large, flat area. This is fairly hilly. And if I could connect it to some existing passenger area. Now the bus line intercity bus. These guys are running at capacity right now. Alright, let's just see where something might fit. I mean, that's a possibility out here. I have to think about how large it might eventually become. And there also is that mountain sitting right there that's going to interfere with the actual pattern for the aircraft. That actually might not be a bad idea. Dropping it right in there. And then putting in a tram track. And then creating a tram stop out here might actually work. Could be that simple. So for New Street, we would just add a new stop, have it come out there, like that. So come out there, stop there, and then head back. Continue on the loop. How many vehicles do we have on here? We have 6. That should be fine. And then we can create our first passenger airline. AP, air passenger, Midgar, 2, I guess I could come up with a better... I can turn off this to there. All right. And then we would just need a couple of planes. Oh, this is something goofy with the plane freight mod that I have installed. You can actually get some really, some high-end jets. This is the only passenger aircraft we have right now. Has a 3 capacity. Let's get 2 on this end. And let's get 2 on this end. And then we'll set the line. Set the line. You can take a look at our little Junkers. Passenger aircraft. Let's get it to the end of the runway so we can see it take off, and then we'll call it a day there. Oh, it's obviously got to go over here to the terminal. We're going to need a second terminal here, most likely. Ooh, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Oil 40 foot, Hooker Chemical Company, bunch of locomotives. Alright, so I think with this, we'll go ahead and end the episode here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.